There are two athletes, and both athletes play tennis. We're going to name these athletes Athlete A and Athlete B. Athlete A and Athlete B train together in the same court for an equal amount of time with the same coach. They have the exact same diets and receive the exact same physical preparation. So, we could assume that Athlete A and Athlete B would have similar, if not equal, performances, right? But what if I told you that on competition day, Athlete A significantly underperformed compared to Athlete B? In theory, they should perform the same because they're physically prepared the same, right? So what is the difference between Athlete A and Athlete B? The difference isn't in the amount of hours they train, in their diets, or not even in the amount of talent that they have. But the difference between Athlete A and Athlete B is all in their mindsets. Think about it this way. Athlete A walks into the court thinking about everything that could go wrong, full of negative thoughts like, what if I lose? What will they think of me? I can't mess this opportunity up. And all these negative thoughts that negatively affect his performance. Athlete A is afraid of failure, and afraid that being defeated will make him become a failure. This reminds me of a phrase that a Japanese writer called Go Inazu once said, "An entire sea of water can't sink a ship unless it gets inside of it." And it's the same for us, because it's not all those challenges that surround us that defeat us, but the ones that we allow inside. For example, there's Athlete A, and he's surrounded by all this negative energy and all this negative pressure, which he allowed inside. So now he's only focusing on negative thoughts, which negatively affects his performance. But let's go back to Athlete B for a moment, who enters the court with confidence, only focusing on positive thoughts. Like, I have prepared for this moment and I am going to do great. I got this. I am going to do great, and I just need to focus on doing my best. As you can see, Athlete B has blocked all that negative energy and all that negative pressure by only focusing on his positive thoughts. Athlete B is confident in all the hard work that they have put into training to be at their best level. Instead of entering the match with nerves and afraid to fail, Athlete B has seen the match as an opportunity to grow and to become a better player. And that there is exactly the main difference between Athlete A and Athlete B. Because Athlete A defines success by winning, while Athlete B defines success by measuring growth and improvement. A professional tennis player called Novak Djokovic said that in the decisive moments, it's your mindset that turns the match one way or the other. And these words help remind us that our mindsets are what will ultimately determine if we are able to reach success or not. And this can bring up questions like, what is mindset? And if mindsets can turn a whole match around, then how do they work? Well, according to a psychologist called Carl Dweck, who studied why people succeed or don't succeed, found that people operate with one of two mindsets, either fixed or growth. People who operate from a fixed mindset believe that they are either good or bad at something. Either they can succeed or fail and nothing can change that. Compared to people who function with a growth mindset, who believe that their ability in something can grow, depending on how determined they are to make that ability grow, through practice, effort, and learning from your mistakes. So as you can see, Athlete A here, who is afraid of failure and of challenges, operates from a fixed mindset. While on the other hand, Athlete B, who embraces failure and takes challenges as opportunities to grow and to become a better athlete, operates from a growth mindset. Now, I'm sure that everyone here has had their own stressful competition moment. And yes, For some of us, that stressful competition moment is in whichever sport we play. But for others, it could be anything else, like driving, cooking, or simply starting something new. And I'm sure that everyone has entered that competition moment with negative thoughts, like what if I fail or what if I mess up, just like athlete A. And actually, that's okay. What is important though is that we were all able to shift that mindset towards positivity, just like athlete B. So, the next time that you're about to enter a stressful competition moment, I want you to stop. Stop for a minute and ask yourself, will I enter like athlete A, fearing failure and doubting myself, or like athlete B, looking for growth and improvement today? Everyone here will stand in a situation at some point of your life, which can be represented by these two doors. One door represents the fixed mindset, the path of life that looks easy, but quickly collapses. While the other door represents the growth mindset, which, yes, at first sight looks harder, but it's the path of life that leads towards true success. So, I know which door I'm walking through, and I hope that after today, you'll walk through it too. Thank you.